Mega Camerupt Raid Day will be taking place this weekend in Pokemon GO, but do you know how to maximize this event? Is Mega Camerupt even good in Pokemon GO? And last but not least, we will discuss, is this Raid Day even worth your time and worth playing? This is Mega Camerupt Raid Day with Go With Us. Let's get on to time and date. Mega Camerupt Raid Day will be happening this Sunday, September 28th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, so a 3-hour time frame. But let's have a look at our new Mega Pokemon debut. Mega Camerupt. Mega Camerupt is the Mega evolution of Camerupt. Camerupt is a fire and ground type Pokemon originally coming from the Hoenn region in Generation 3, and of course Mega Camerupt was introduced in the Kalos region. Mega Camerupt has a max CP of 3641, an attack of 253, which is pretty solid, a defense of 183, but a stamina of 172, so defensively this Pokemon isn't very good. The fast attacks it has access to is going to be Ember, Rock Smash, and Incinerate. The charge moves will be Earthquake, Solar Beam, Overheat, and Earth Power. Off the bat, those stats aren't hugely exciting, but let's see how good this Pokemon is toward the end of the video. If we move on to those bonuses now, the remote raid limit will be increased to 20 from Saturday, September 27th, all the way until Sunday, September 28th at 5 p.m. local time, but that's going to be PDT time. Trainers will receive up to 5 additional free raid passes per day from spinning gym discs for a total of 6, but it's actually going to be 7 because if you don't do a raid the day before, it will carry over. And as we said, you will get an increased chance of encountering Shiny Camerupt from these Mega Raids, which will have a 1 in 10 shiny chance. If trainers want to upgrade their Mega Camerupt Raid Day experience for a total cost of $5, you're going to get an additional 8 free raid passes from spinning discs for a total of 14. You're going to get an increased chance of rare XL candy from these raids, 50% more XP from these raid battles, as well as 2 times the Stardust. I would strongly recommend every single time you do buy a ticket for these events to get it through the web store. The reason why is that you can complete the track, which is going to reward you some premium items as you progress with those Go points. I think it's very worth it. And if you do buy this ticket through the store, you will get 1 premium battle pass as well that you can use on another day. Great, details are out of the way, but as we move into our strategy and counter guide to take this Pokemon down, we need to go back to Mega Camerupt stats to see what it resists and what it's weak to. It takes resisted damage from Bug, Fairy, Fire, Poison, and Steel, and it double resists Electric, but it has 2 main weaknesses, of which one is Ground, but it is actually double weak to Water, so we're probably going to use a lot of Water type Pokemon. So these are the best Mega Pokemon you could use in the raids. Primal Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse, you're going to need an Elite TM there. Mega Swampert is going to be great because you can use Water Gun and Hydro Cannon. Bear in mind, Mega Swampert might be your best pick here because it is part ground typing, which means you will be able to accumulate the candy as well as the XL candy from completing these Mega Camerupt raids. You could use Mega Blastoise with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, as well as Mega Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Best Shadow Pokemon you could use is going to be Shadow Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. You could use Shadow Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse, Shadow Feraligatr with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, and then some budget counters might be Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse, Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump, Primarina with Waterfall and Hydro Cannon, and some honorable mentions for something like Quaquavel with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, as well as Galissopod with Waterfall and Razor Shell. The great thing about Mega Camerupt as well is that it's probably one of the easiest Megas to solo in the entire game. According to the research we've done, you can definitely solo this Pokemon very easily. Once you defeat Mega Camerupt in raids, you're going to want to know the 100% IVs for Camerupt. And non-weather boosted weather, Camerupt is going to have a 1253 CP to be the hundo, but in weather boosted weather, which is going to be sunny weather because of that ground and fire typing, that 100% CP is going to be 1566 CP. Screenshot this if you want to remember. This Mega Camerupt Raid Day should be easily doable because most trainers just played that Shadow Kyogre Raid Day, so that's going to help you a lot. Try and get another trainer in the lobby to help you out, and more importantly, please use Party Play. This Party Play feature is going to double the damage on your attacks, especially for water type attacks, and as we know, because it has a double weakness to water, it's going to hit really hard and make it a lot easier for you. Great, Mikey, these are all great, but how do I maximize this day? First tip I'm going to mention is XP. Guys, remember, we are in the middle of the XP celebration event, which will be ending on October the 14th, so it's a great chance to try and get to level 50 or level 31, depending on where you are in your Pokemon journey. But let me just break this down for you. Every single Mega Raid you do on this day is going to grant you 10,000 XP. If you do have the ticket, it's going to be 15,000 XP. With the XP celebration event, you're going to get an additional 3,000 XP, which is 18,000 XP. If you pop a lucky egg and you do raid after raid after raid, guys, you're going to be getting 36,000 XP per raid, which is incredible. On top of that, every single excellent throw you throw on something like Camerupt, because it's a very easy excellent throw, you'll be getting an additional 2,000 XP with the lucky egg, 4,000 XP, which means you're going to be getting 100,000 XP literally for free, guys. Do not sleep on this huge XP opportunity on this day. Tip number 2 is all about candy gains, and having candy for any Pokemon can just really be helpful at any time for you. So to really maximize this, please try and use pineapple berries. This is going to double your candy, and if you do have something like a Mega Swampert out, because it shares that ground typing, like we said earlier, you should be getting up to about 8 or 9 candy per catch, which could be very valuable, especially if you don't have candy for this Pokemon to try and power it up. And if you don't have Mega Swampert, some other Pokemon you could have Mega Evolved in the background, and the fire types could be Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Houndoom, Mega Blaziken, as well as Primal Groudon. And in the ground type category, you could use Steelix, Groudon, as well as Mega Garchomp. Tip number 3 almost has nothing to do with Mega Camerupt Raid Day itself. Because this raid day is falling on Sunday the 28th, it's going to be Trade Sunday, which means every single trade you will do will guarantee you an extra XL candy for a total of 2, because we're in the season of Tales of Transformation right now. Trades are going to cost 10% less Stardust. You're going to get 1 additional special trade per day, which is going to be a total of 2, which is huge, and you're going to get an increased chance of lucky Pokemon. This is incredibly vital because you could trade something like a Dialga Origin Form, which is going to be the raid hour on Wednesday. If both of these have Roar of Time on it, you could trade these Pokemon. It could go lucky, which is going to pretty much half the candy and the Stardust to power up this Pokemon to get it to high levels. I cannot explain to you how trading in Pokemon Go is a massive thing. If you want to see how other trainers have incredible things in their collection, this is the thing they never speak about. Trade your Pokemon, use these Trade Sundays. Last tip here, there are 2 Pokemon that require winning raids while as your buddy to evolve. One of them is Hisuian Quillfish going into Overquill, and the other one is Galarian Yamask going into Runerigus. Both of these Pokemon require you to complete 10 raids while it's at your buddy, and raid days are a credible opportunity to try and chip away at that. Please remember to do that too. We now know how to really maximize this day. We have the details out of the way, a counter guide out of the way, but is Mega Camerupt even good in Pokemon Go? And that is the main question. Is it worth your time and worth raiding? Well, let's have a look at the raid attacking categories. In the ground type category, it's barely breaking into the top 50 in the 47th spot, which isn't great. And even in the fire type category, if you look at its moveset of Incinerate and an Overheat, it's actually behind something like Flareon, which is super disappointing, even though Flareon can hit pretty hard. It's just a very glassy Pokemon, because if you have a look at those base stats again, as we said earlier, that defense and stamina really isn't helping it, which unfortunately, this is probably going to be one of the worst Megas in Pokemon Go. So from that point of view, it's not great. And if we look at PvP, for example, if you look at the Ultra League specifically, the great thing about this Pokemon at a 15-15-15, it is going to max out just before that 2,500 cap in the Ultra League. Unfortunately, as I'm recording this video, it has a current ranking of 501, which really isn't great. You are going to need that XL candy. This may shift in the future. Like we said, you never know. But right now in the Ultra League, it's not performing that well. And in the Master League, just because its CP is too low, it's not going to be usable at all. So overall, is Mega Camerupt good in this game? No. Is it going to be a dex filler? Yes. Does it have a beautiful shiny? Yes. Overall, I think this day is not necessarily about Mega Camerupt and how good it is, but it's more about the bonuses that you can really maximize to try and get to that level 50 jacket, which is something I'm going to try and do myself. Guys, that is Mega Camerupt Raid Day. If you want to see everything going on this week in Pokemon Go, check it out to our left. You guys are really enjoying those videos. Episodes are out every single Saturday or Sunday. Guys, we're going to break down every single event. Go with us. Love you guys. Appreciate your support. Smash that like and subscribe button because we told you to. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one, baby. Shh.